All right, welcome to the live. I am Deanna, your love attraction expert. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know normally I'm doing a lunchtime live during the day, but when I'm traveling or I got things to do with my kids, we switch on over to the late night live. And the difference with late night is anything goes. So we can get a little bit more adults into these conversations. But I pray that, we just had Father's Day and Juneteenth. So I pray that you all had a great time celebrating and you were celebrated by those that you are a father to or they benefit from your fathering. So happy Father's Day to everyone. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight's live, and right now we are broadcasting on Instagram, YouTube, and my Facebook channels. I'm not able to keep up with both. I'm looking at Instagram and my Facebook group. So bear with me. But today's topic is the importance of positive male influence. I felt really compelled to have this conversation tonight because, it was Father's Day weekend. I was around a lot of male energy. I got to see my dad and spend Father's Day with him, and I haven't done that in years. And I also was able to spend the day with my brother and my fiance. So I just felt really blessed to have such positive male influence in my life. And I wanted to talk about that. I don't think we give enough kudos, credit, or attention to the importance of having positive male influence. So let's get started with the conversation. Just so that we're on the same page. Influence is defined as the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. So we know that influence is literally like the cornerstone. It is how you build your foundation for character, for like your development and your behavior. Being that you're here, you're with me, love attraction mastery is all that I'm into. So we're definitely going to relate this back to love. The male influence in your life is super important to your love attraction journey. So for men, the male influence is going to teach you what it's like to be a man. Like you are going to base your character on what you've seen usually. It's either you're going to emulate what you've seen or you're going to see it and know that you want to do differently. So either way, whether it was positive or negative, it's going to influence you. That's why I'm saying it's important to have positive. For women, the male influence in your life is going to usually dictate what you attract and what you're attracted to. I'll give you a great example. My dad is very traditional. He was a provider. He believed in like gender roles, but he was not the most affectionate or romantic. So before I was able to understand the value in some of the gender roles and a man who provides, I completely went to the left and wanted the opposite. I didn't care about provision. I just wanted affection and romance. Right now, as I grew older, became more mature, I was able to understand the importance of that and incorporate that into what I wanted to attract later on. So, I mean, I was really fortunate enough to have a lot of positive male influences. Like my dad was positive, but I also had male friends. And I mean, real male friends, not men that wanted to sleep with me and just, accepted the fact that I was a friend. No, these were genuine guys in my life that saw me as a sister, saw me as a friend, and they were able to impart knowledge to me about how men thought, what men valued. And then I watched them. I was fortunate enough to be around a lot of men that were marriage minded. They were faithful. They believed in family. They were great fathers. So I have this foundation of thinking very positively about men. Not a lot of women have that same experience. Some of them, it's the complete opposite. And this helps me because I always was very hopeful about the quality of men that were out there because of the influences in my life. So I guess I want to encourage anyone who maybe hasn't had the positive male influence in their life. They haven't, their dad wasn't around, or if he was around and he wasn't active, or, just wasn't a positive influence, you can still attract positive. Even when you see things that are negative that you don't want to repeat, it's good because you know what you don't want to repeat. So you know what you don't want to focus on. You know what needs to be the opposite. So, I have a few people on. Is there anyone who has been really impacted positively by male influence? Like, what for you has been the difference? And this isn't just, a question for the ladies. Men, I'm always interested in knowing what the male influence in your life, what has it done? How has it helped you to shape yourself, or how has it helped you to kind of discover your own place as a man, your own characteristics and traits and belief system? What has it done for you? Again, for me, it has helped me to remain positive. It has helped me to know that there are quality men out there. And I would say, like, for men who don't have a positive male influence in their lives, it's never too late to get one. Get a mentor. If you don't have a father, do you have an uncle that you look up to? Do you have a neighbor in your neighborhood that maybe you look up to them because of how they've been with their family? Is there someone at work that you can ask to mentor you? Is there someone from your church? You're never too old to learn new things or to grow. So we really have to get to the point that we seek out help. We seek out help. If you're watching now on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, remember to like the live. Make sure you're sharing it, you're tagging your friends so they can join in on the conversation. It's always a more robust conversation when you guys are commenting and leaving your thoughts, so it can be a conversation. I always have my points that I'm going to cover, but again, when you are interacting and you're sharing your thoughts, it leads to a more robust experience. So thank you for tuning in, but make sure that you're liking, you're commenting, you're subscribing to the YouTube, you're following me on all social media platforms. Yeah. And also the lunchtime lives or late night lives, depending on what's going on. They happen every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the exact schedule and the topics are on my Instagram. So if you're not following me already, at Destination Deanna, that's where you can find the schedule for the upcoming lives for the week. So yes, positive male influence. It's really important because it helps you to develop your character, develop your own standards in regards to men. It helps you to have a positive outlook on what men may be out there. And it gives you sounding boards too. It's great when you have positive males in your life and you can go to them and you can ask them questions. You can ask them for feedback. I recently just did a podcast, Ocean's View. I definitely put the link on my Facebook page and in the Love Attraction community. Please go ahead and take a look at that interview. It was awesome. I have been more open than I've been on any other interview. I really told a lot about my story and how I got into this work and why it's so important to me. But even then, one of the hosts, he's been my friend for like 20 years. Positive male influence. He's married, has a lovely wife. They have a son. Just even being around that sort of energy, having positive male influence, it really can make the difference. And if you haven't had it, I encourage you to seek it out. It's never too late. Seek out, positive male influence. If you're a woman, I would recommend maybe, an older gentleman who maybe is in your church, maybe an older gentleman that's in your field of study, and make sure that it's completely platonic, it's approached in that way. So there's no lines crossed, but it can be very helpful to have the positive male influence. And the same thing for the men that are watching. It's never too late. Get you a mentor, get someone that can pour into you, that can teach you things to help you develop your character as a man. So obviously, I've kind of covered what I was going to cover about the importance of male influence. It's definitely necessary. It's been helpful to me. I believe it has helped me be able to understand men a little bit more. It has helped me not make as many mistakes in relationships because I had a better foundation. So if you are ready to, start your love attraction journey, I'm your guide. Let me assist you. I have lots of tools and things that I can use to assist you on your journey. I do have a guidance course. Please sign up, get the information. If for nothing else, click the link in my bio on Instagram, and there is information about the journal if you just want to get the journal, or there's information about the course, or setting up a guidance call with me if you would like some more tailored guidance for your journey, where you are. Please click the link in my bio and select what would be helpful to you. I'm always so appreciative of those that are checking in with me on the lives. We're going to keep doing this. I don't care if nobody shows up. I'm going to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday talking about love attraction mastery, giving y'all these tips, being helpful, and just putting the word out there. Remember, God is love. We are of God. So attracting love should be easy, especially when you have me as your guide. So thanks again for tuning in, and you all have a great night. I love you all.